Welcome to InThisCornerTV.com. I'm Smitty at the IBA gym in Las Vegas with WBA 140-pound champion Amir Khan. He takes on Marcos Maidana Saturday night at Mandalay Bay. First off, champ, welcome.
Thanks.
Or I should say welcome back.
Welcome back, yeah. You know, it's like my second home. Last time I was here, I was with Manny Pacquiao when he was getting ready for two fights. One was against Ricky Hatton and one was against Miguel Cotto. And hopefully, I'm sure his luck can rub off me as well in Vegas.
You spent a lot of time with Manny, getting him ready for Margarito. Tell us about that and this camp. It's been a long camp for you.
It's been a very long camp. You know, I went to Philippines. I was there. Well, this camp's been around 10 weeks. Started training with Manny Pacquiao. Freddie asked me if I want to go in the same ring as him and spar with him, and I said, look, I don't mind. And I did four rounds 4 times. And I did really well against him. You know, it was. Freddie wanted me to help him with his speed and everything because sparring partners that were there, they weren't as fast as me, and Manny started taking it easy, and you know, so Freddie wanted me to just help him out a little bit. But it was an honour to even be in the same ring as someone like Manny Pacquiao because, you know, best fighter in the world, and there's so much to learn from someone like him.
And you know what's different? When I fought professionally, I had the opportunity to spar with Arguello and Duran, but it was different. They weren't training for a fight; they were just trying to, you know, help a young fighter out, club fighter out like me. You're training with a guy. You're a world champ. He's training for a big fight against a bigger guy. It's a little different.
It is a little different, and you know, Freddie likes us to go into sparring 100%. You know, to give it all. The only thing we can't do is knock each other out, you know, just finish each other off. We can't do that. But, you know, when we spar hard. You know, Manny never takes it easy. I'd never take it easy. And it is like a fight. I'm sure people can pay to watch that.
Before we get to this Amir Khan fight, first off, congratulations on Manny's latest performance. How do you rank it?
His best fight to date, you know, against a big guy, really strong guy coming forward. And he fought very well. I thought he pitched his shot out, and I was very pleased.
Do you have any idea what's next for him?
I'm going to fly over to the Philippines on Sunday after Amir's fight, and with Bob and negotiate that, and you know, we'll make a decision there.
Is Mayweather even in the picture?
Mayweather, with his court battle, with the problems he has right now, I hear no. He doesn't want to talk to us at all.
Freddie Roach, your work with him, I've seen so much improvement, not only inside the ring and your fight against Malinaji and some of the others, but mainly watching you in the gym. What has he done most to make you a better fighter?
Well, Freddie, you know, he's brought so much into the camp and into my style, you know, making me keep my defense high, you know, not fighting with my heart, using my brains. You know, I've got a good boxing brain. I should stick with that. You know, that's what got me so far in the amateur career and also my professional career. So there's no point in forgetting the style I've got. So, you know, Freddie likes me to stay on my toes, hit, move, use my speed, and, you know, go under the shots. Don't get involved. You know, I don't have to sit there and fight with people. You know, I've got quick hands, quick feet. Why don't I use them? If I've got that advantage, I should make the most of it. And, you know, Freddie just brings that into it. And also, you know, we stick to a game plan that we have to follow into a fight. And, you know, up to now, it's worked for me. I fought around about 5 fights with Freddie. I've been with him for 2 years, and I've never lost a round in them 2 years, in them 5 fights. So, you know, that just shows how much Freddie's brought me on, and also how I listen to instructions and how I stick to the game plan, because, you know, I've got that much trust in Freddie Roach now that whenever I go into a fight, I'll only listen to him.
That's it. Make that angle. All you do is get that angle. One, two. Put it on the right.
Tell us about this young man and where he is right now in his career.
Amir Khan, great prospect. I mean, champion already, but I mean, going to be multi-time world champion. I think he'll be possibly the next Manny Pacquiao type of guy. He has a lot of the same assets of his speed, work ethic, just unbelievable. The work ethic he has is just crazy. Just him and Manny are the only ones that can keep up with each other in my gym, and he's something special. He's going to be a good one.
What does he do best in the ring, Freddie?
Listens. I mean, I've never had a fighter listen so well, follow the game plan, stick to it, and keep himself in safe places. He made a mistake once in his life, and he knows he's never to make that again. Sit waiting.
He'll be safe for that one.
Yep. Good. All right.
When I think about you at this point in your career, it reminds me of another a pal of mine who you probably know quite well named Lennox Lewis, who, there was always this rap on Lennox that he was chinny because he had a couple of knockout losses. He avenged those. Do you think too much was made of your knockout loss by the press?
Definitely. By Prescott, the fight against Prescott was, I think, a blessing. It was a blessing in disguise. But I think people have just over-exaggerated. Wow, Amir was knocked out and he's got no chin or anything. But fine, that's fine. If they want to believe that, they can believe that. I just like proving people wrong. In my whole boxing career, I've had 25 fights, and I've been dropped 4 times, and twice was against the big puncher, what's he called, Prescott. We know what mistakes we made then. I think first of all the weight was one big mistake. I was never a 135 fighter, but I used to kill myself making the weight. That's how dedicated of a fighter.
Range.
And then that used to be drained. I used to walk into the fight, totally drained. And when I moved to Freddie's gym, he totally changed everything. I was with Freddie at that time when I lost that fight. And Freddie told me, look, 135 is quite tough to make for you because your body frame is quite big. So why don't you move to 140? And I was in two minds first, thinking, I was just knocked out at 135. I'm going to go in with bigger punches at 140. What do you think? And Freddie said, look, you'll be fine. And then I started sparring with guys at 147. I've never been dropped in sparring. I've sparred with the likes of Manny Pacquiao. I've sparred with other world champions. I've sparred with guys up to 154 pounds. I've never been dropped in sparring. I understand that probably happened when I did get dropped as a pro was making weight. Killing myself making weight. And now at 140 pounds, I go into a fight happy. I go into a fight making the weight easily. And, it's been for the last 5-6 fights, I've been okay.
That's a shot. Right?
The left hook.
Are you going to be happy on Saturday night against Marcos Maidana? Tell us about that fight.
Marcos Maidana is a big puncher, as we all know. And I'm sure, once I get this guy out of the way, I can shut up a lot of critics out there. He's a big puncher, slow feet, not as fast as me with his punches. But, he's smart. He throws his big bombs and he's got 27 out of 30 knockouts. So that in a way shows, he's got punching power. He must be good to knock 27 opponents. So even though, some people might say they won't recognize names, still to knock 27 fighters out is a big thing. But yeah, this is a big test for me. I'm fighting in Vegas, my Vegas debut. Just like every fighter's dream is to come to Vegas and fight. This is my time now. And last English fighter we had here was Ricky Hatton, and hopefully I can follow his footsteps.
Well, with Maidana, we can't fall into the pocket with him because he's very good at close range, and we're going to fight him at distance and keep him at the end of our punches. We get the height and reach advantage on him. And why bang it out with this guy? We're going to outbox him in the middle of the ring.
Because say he carries with that. Say he blocks that. Take him come up with left hook. Yeah. What does he do that? So fade and left hook.
Yeah, jab out.
Yeah.
Double yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's going to happen Saturday night with Khan and Maidana? Well, you're pretty good at predicting these days.
Well, the thing is, I mean, he's a tough guy, great puncher, of course, but again, we're better than him in a lot of ways. I feel we're bigger, stronger. I actually think I have the better puncher of the two. And the thing is, we're not going to go after him right away. We're going to box him, keep him at the end of the jab, and I feel that we will punish him and knock him out towards the end of the fight.
Before I get your prediction on that fight, I know no fighter likes to look ahead, but I'll look ahead for you. There's a lot of stuff going on at 140 pounds. Bradley and Alexander, even a guy named Ricky Hatton, who may be a year from now. That would be such a huge fight, in the UK down the road. What are your goals beyond this fight?
Yeah, beyond this fight, a lot of fighters have ambitions and goals, and mine always, first one was to go to Olympic Games. I did that. Now, second one was to become a world champion. I achieved that. And now I wanna probably move up to 147 after unifying this division and winning a world title at 147. And then, one day going for the pound for pound crown. That's every fighter wants to become the best in the world, and I think that pound for pound title is in my division. So I want to make the most of it. There's fighters out there like Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. My goal is to fight the likes of them fighters. I'd never fight Manny Pacquiao because we train together, we've got the same trainers, and we're really good, really, really close friends now. But someone like Floyd Mayweather is a fight in the future that could happen. I'm not.
Maybe that would be easier to make than him and Pacquiao, because we don't seem to be able to make that fight.
Exactly, and I'm not saying I want to fight him tomorrow. I want to fight him in my peak.
Sure.
Do you get me? So I want to fight these guys when I know I'm ready. When my trainer Freddie knows I'm ready. I don't want to really jump in the deep end too soon, but I know ahead of me first I've got Maidana. Then I want to unify the division and then take it from there.
I need you to look into that camera and tell Maidana what's going to happen to him on Saturday night at Mandalay Bay.
Saturday night, it's going to be a great fight. I want everyone to tune in. It's going to be exciting, explosive. You got two young fighters who are both, who both want to become best fighters in the world, who want to unify the division, and it's an exciting fight. You got the fighter versus the boxer, and I'm the boxer, and hopefully we'll get a late stoppage or maybe a unanimous decision. That's what my predictions are.
All right, and he has to get in the ring with Smitty coming up on In This Corner. Thanks, buddy, and best of luck.
Get in the ring, but you have to take it easy on me.
Okay, I'll try.
All right.